And I end with my guy, LeBron James, who had an all-time great explosion to start Saturday night's fourth quarter. I was watching. I never miss a dribble of a LeBron game. Yet that was followed by an all-time ugly explosion on the bench during a timeout after he'd scored 16 early in that fourth quarter. With 8:01 left in the game, Rui Hachimura had taken and had missed a two-point jumper, and LeBron had immediately called timeout. Not J.J. Redick. LeBron coaches this team. Ultimately, LeBron called the timeout. And on the bench, LeBron had something to say to Rui. LeBron said to Rui, and please pardon my language, I'm only quoting, "Swing that motherfucker to me. I make 10 in a row, and you're going to take a pull-up contested 2? Swing, motherfucker." Now, to me, Rui is a pro's pro. He's in his 7th NBA season, always plays hard. I think he plays smart. He just doesn't deserve that kind of verbal abuse. He's often played big in big playoff games when LeBron has played small. See Denver in the conference finals 2 years ago when Rui averaged 15 a game. You can't ask for much more than that from your complimentary sort of small forward. Heck, he really plays power forward to me. Remember Denver 2 years ago? 4 times going into the fourth quarters. Lakers were right there. They just needed the king to take over. They just needed the quote-unquote GOAT, that's all I've ever heard about LeBron, the GOAT, to go GOAT on the Nuggets, who were on their way, of course, to winning that championship. LeBron? Where are you, LeBron? In those 4 fourth quarters combined, LeBron went 7 of 23. He went 1 of 10 from 3. And in the closeout game 4 at home, at what used to be Staples, LeBron had 2 shots to tie the game, 2 two-point shots to tie. One hit the side of the backboard, and the other, as he drove it at the end of the game, he could not get up through the defense, especially of Jamal Murray, Aaron Brooks, and it did not touch the rim. He had 2 shots that did not reach the rim to tie the game, while Rui was averaging 15 points a game against Denver and playing very, very well. So, yeah, I know what all you blind witnesses are going to fire back at me. I know. I was there. Michael Jordan often jumped all over his teammates to motivate them. But that was while they were going 6-0 in the finals. That's while Michael was backing it up, then shutting up his teammates by telling them what they should be doing and lighting fires under teammates that worked because everybody rose and shone around Michael's magic, around his force field. He could lash out. He could be profane. But it was all in a very positive, let's go win the bleeping game kind of a vein. And trust me on this, Michael never really publicly pretended to be a nice guy. He was just one bad MF, and he didn't mind if you knew it. LeBron, he was just so demeaning and so disrespectful to a player who just doesn't deserve it. I mean, come on. Was that just about stats, or was that actually about winning the game? I don't know, LeBron. So am I to think that you then pouted for the rest of the game? Because, LeBron, you didn't score a single point in the final 8:23 of that game. So let me get this straight. You scored 16 in about 3 minutes at the top of the fourth quarter. And then the final 8:23, you don't score? Not a single point, not even a free throw. It took a huge three that Anthony Davis had the guts to take and did make, a huge late three, and then he had to make a huge late free throw to hold off a team that has been the Lakers' nemesis, the Sacramento Kings. The King went king for a while against the Kings. Then he disappeared. So I'm wondering, did Rui, during that Denver series last year, or even, what about this year? Remember this past year's? It was the first round series against Denver that the Lakers got gentlemen swept in. Remember what happened? First game, LeBron was pouty in the fourth quarter, I guess because he'd taken so much crap through the offseason about coming up so small in the fourth quarters of the conference finals against Denver. I don't know, he just wouldn't even shoot in the fourth quarter. Looked like he just shut down to me in the fourth quarter, and predictably, Lakers were close, Lakers lost. Then game two, remember what happened? LeBron wound up with a wide open free throw of a three-point shot. It was like you're by yourself at the free throw line, shooting a three to win the game. I think it wins the game. And he missed it, predictably. So did Rui ever call timeout against Denver 2 years ago, or Denver this past playoffs, and go over to LeBron on the bench and say, come on, score, motherfucker? Did he ever say that? No, I don't think he said that, because nobody's going to say that to the king. LeBron coaches his team. He runs his franchise. Yet LeBron can be such a thin-skinned diva, such a hard-to-follow leader. Maybe that's why LeBron hasn't won a real championship since Ty Lue was his leader coach, and since Kyrie provided his clutch gene in Game 7. Remember 2016? It's going on 9 years ago. I'm sorry, LeBron. I am not giving you that Mickey Mouse bubble title during that pandemic. Come on, LeBron. Lead.